So good morning students. So yesterday we'll discuss about Ohm's law, then limitations of Ohm's law. So once again, limitations of Ohm's law. So one by one. So Ohm's law does not applicable for semiconductors. Ohm's law does not applicable for semiconductors. Then similarly, so Ohm's law does not applicable for insulators. So Ohm's law does not applicable for superconductors. Fourth one, again Ohm's law does not applicable for vacuum tubes. Ohm's law is only applicable for the conductors or ohmic devices. So ohmic devices means, so these are the devices which obeys the Ohm's law. For example, metallic conductors. Non-ohmic devices means, so these are the devices which does not obey the Ohm's law. Example, diodes, transistors, and so on. So these are the limitations of Ohm's law. So now next important concept is resistance. So what is meant by resistance? An opposition offered by the conductor to the flow of current through it. So that is called what? Resistance. So resistance is denoted by capital R. So the SI unit of resistance is ohm. So symbolically it is represented by this one. So how to define ohm? 1 ohm. So already you know about Ohm's law, that is V is equal to IR, isn't it? So the SI unit of resistance is ohm. If 1 ampere of current is flowing through a conductor on applying a potential difference of 1 volt, then the resistance of the conductor is said to be 1 ohm. Once again, if 1 ampere of current is flowing through a conductor on applying a potential difference of 1 volt, then the resistance of the conductor is said to be 1 ohm. So next concept is resistivity of the material. Resistivity of the material, and it is denoted by rho. So we know from the experiment that the resistance of the conductor does not depend upon current and voltage, but it is directly proportional to the length and inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area of the conductor. So R is proportional to L by A. Then we can remove the proportionality. Then we can write R is equal to rho L by A. R is equal to rho L by A. Or so ನನಗೇನು ಬೇಕು, resistivity of the material rho ಬೇಕು. Rho ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ, cross multiplication. So rho is equal to RA divided by L. So rho is equal to RA by L. So the SI unit of resistivity of the material is given by, so SI unit ಏನಾಗಾದ್ರೆ, so SI unit of resistivity. So what is the SI unit of resistance? It is ohm. What is the SI unit of area? So we can write meter square divided by, what is the SI unit of length? It is meter. So meter and meter get cancelled. Then ಏನು ಉಳಿತು ಹಾಗಾದರೆ? ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಓಮ್ ಮೀಟರ್. ಸೊ the SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter. So once again, the resistivity of the material. We know from the experiment that the resistance of the material does not depend upon the current and voltage, but it is directly proportional to the length and inversely proportional to cross sectional area of the conductor. So R is proportional to L by A, then R is equal to rho L by A, then rho is equal to RA by L, where rho is the resistivity of the material and R is the resistance and A is the cross sectional area and L is the length. So the SI unit of resistivity of the material is ohm meter. So under what factor the resistance of the conductor will be depends. So one by one, so we can see the equations. So first, factors. So under what factor the resistance of the conductor will be depends. So we can see the equations. So the resistance of the conductor, it depends upon the length and area of the cross section and also nature of the conductor and its temperature. So one by one. So first one, so the resistance of the conductor, it depends on the length. So length of the conductor. Second one, cross sectional area. So area. Third one, nature of the conductor. So nature of the conductor. And the fourth one is temperature. So these are the factors. It depends on the resistance. So once again, so under what factors resistance will be depends. So one by one, it depends on length of the conductor, cross sectional area of the conductor, nature of the conductor and the temperature, isn't it? Next concept is conductivity and current density. Conductivity it is denoted by sigma. One more, current density. So it is denoted by J. So the reciprocal of the resistivity is called what? Conductivity. So therefore sigma is equal to 1 by rho. This is called conductivity. So what is meant by current density? So J is equal to I by A. So the electric current per unit cross sectional area of the conductor is called what? Current density. So the SI unit of current density is, so what is the SI unit of current? It is ampere divided by, then what is the SI unit of area? So we can write meter square. So ampere per meter square or so ampere. ಇದೇನು ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? m to the power of -2. So ampere per meter square. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೀತಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರಿಬೋದು ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು? ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ per meter square. Both are same. ಈ ಥರ ಆದರೂ ಬರಿಬೋದು, ಈ ಥರ ಆದರೂ ಬರಿಬೋದು. So the SI unit of current density is ampere per meter square. Ampere per meter square. So once again, what is meant by current density? The electric current per unit cross sectional area of the conductor is called what? Current density. So the SI unit of current density is ampere per meter square. So next concept is, how does the resistivity of metals vary with temperature? So the resistivity of metallic conductors is directly proportional to the temperature. So therefore for a conductor it can be shown that, so rho T is equal to rho naught into bracket of 1 plus alpha T, where rho T is the resistivity at a temperature T degree Celsius. Rho T is the resistivity at temperature T degree Celsius and rho naught is the resistivity at 0 degree Celsius and alpha is the temperature coefficient of resistivity. temperature coefficient of resistivity. Suppose in terms of resistance, so therefore we can write RT is equal to R naught into bracket of 1 plus alpha T. So how does the resistivity of metal variation with temperature? So the resistivity of metallic conductor is directly proportional to the temperature. So for a conductor it can be shown that rho T is equal to rho naught into bracket of 1 plus alpha T, where rho T is the resistivity at temperature T degree Celsius and rho naught is the resistivity at temperature 0 degree Celsius, and alpha is the temperature coefficient of resistivity. In terms of resistance, therefore we can write RT is equal to R naught into bracket of 1 plus alpha T. Then draw the graph shows the variation of resistivity of copper with temperature. So suppose, so this is temperature in degree Celsius, this is rho T, so this one is rho naught. So this curve shows that it can be shown that as the temperature will be goes on increases, then the resistivity is also increases. Where? So in the copper, isn't it? So now one mark here. Draw the graph shows the variation of resistivity of copper with temperature. So it can be shown that, so in this graph, as the temperature increases, then the resistivity is also increases. Second one, draw the graph shows the variation of resistivity of nichrome and manganese with temperature. So again, so this is temperature in degree Celsius, so this is the rho T, then this one is the rho naught. So it can be the curve, it can be shown that as the temperature will be goes on increases, so as the temperature will be goes on increases, then the resistivity increases linearly. Similarly for the third graph, so again draw the graph shows the variation of resistivity with the temperature for a semiconductor. So for semiconductor, so this is rho T and this is the degree Celsius. So in this graph it can be shown that, so temperature increases but resistivity decreases, isn't it? So draw the graph shows the variation of resistivity of copper with temperature. So in this curve, so temperature increases, resistivity is also increases. So draw the graph shows the variation of resistivity of manganese and nichrome with temperature. It curve shows that, so temperature increases, then resistivity increases linearly. In the third graph, draw the graph shows the variation of resistivity with the temperature for a semiconductor. So temperature increases but resistivity decreases, isn't it? So next important concept is relation between current density and conductivity, or shows that J is equal to sigma E. So consider a conductor of length L having cross sectional area A, across which a potential difference V volt is applied, then current is flowing through it, isn't it? Is as shown in the diagram. So Ohm's law in terms of resistivity is given by, so Ohm's law in terms of resistivity. So already you know about Ohm's law, that is V is equal to IR. In terms of resistivity, so already you know about the resistivity of the material. So the resistance of the conductor, it depends on length and area. So R is equal to rho L by A, isn't it? So substitute R value in this equation. Therefore, we can write V is equal to I rho L by A. So I by A. So already you know about current density. So the electric current per unit cross sectional area of the conductor is called what? Current density. So therefore this term whole is nothing but what? That is J, current density. So V is equal to J rho L. So this is equation number 1. So where the electric field between the two ends of the conductor. So in terms of potential, so therefore we can write in terms of the potential difference. So E is equal to V by L. In terms of potential difference, so therefore we can write V is equal to cross multiplication EL. So this is equation number 2. So comparing equation 1 and 2. So compare equation 1 and 2. So therefore, so J rho L then is equal to E L. L and L get cancelled, then J is equal to E by rho. So already you know about the reciprocal of the resistivity of the material is called what? Conductivity. So 1 by rho is equal to what? So sigma is equal to what? 1 by rho. The reciprocal of the resistivity is called what? Conductivity. So therefore finally J is equal to 1 by rho is nothing but what? Sigma into E. So this is the relation between current and current density and the conductivity. So similarly, next important concept is derive an expression for conductivity in terms of relaxation time. So expression for conductivity in terms of relaxation time. Relaxation time, that is tau. So derive an expression for conductivity in terms of relaxation time. Again, consider a conductor of length L having cross sectional area A, across which a potential difference V volt is applied, then current is flowing through it, is as shown in the diagram. So now the relation between current and the drift velocity of the free electrons is given by, we can write I is equal to N E A V D. So this is equation number 1, where Vd is the drift velocity of the free electrons, isn't it? So the velocity gained by the free electrons in the direction opposite to the applied electric field. So therefore the drift velocity of the free electrons Vd is given by Vd is equal to small e capital E by m into tau. So this is equation number 2. So substitute equation 2 in equation 1. So equation 1 can be written as, so put equation 2 in equation 1. So therefore I is equal to N E A as it is, then what is Vd? Drift velocity. So we can write E by m into tau. Then I is equal to N E into E square A E tau by m. Then rearrange this equation. So E na ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. So I by A is equal to N E square E tau by m. So already know about the electric current per unit cross sectional area of the conductor is called what? Current density. So therefore we can write J is equal to N E square E tau by M. So again rearrange this equation. E ಅನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂತೀನಿ. So J by E is equal to N E square tau by M. So what is J by E? So ನೀವು already ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಈಗ. So derive the relation between current density and conductivity. So J rho L is equal to EL, LL get cancelled, then J is equal to E by rho, isn't it? So E ಅನ್ನು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ. So J by E is equal to 1 by rho. So the reciprocal of the resistivity material is called what? Conductivity. Therefore we can write 1 by rho is equal to sigma. So J by E is equal to what? Sigma. So therefore J by E is equal to sigma is equal to N E square tau by M. So this is called what? Derive an expression for the conductivity in terms of relaxation time tau. So sigma is the conductivity in terms of the relaxation time tau. So sigma is equal to N E square tau by M. So this is derive an expression for conductivity in terms of the relaxation time. So next concept is color code resistors method. So color code resistors method. So color code resistors color code resistor method. Color code resistor method. So what is meant by color code resistor method? So to identify the resistance value of resistors by color ring printed over that material is called what? Color code resistor method. So for example ಈಗ ನನಗೊಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಭಾಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟು. ಈ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. So suppose color, this one is digit. So next one multiplier, and next one tolerance. So tolerance means it is nothing but error, plus or minus. So first color black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, gray, white, gold, silver, and no color. So black digit 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So gold and silver. Next multiplier. So 10 to the power of 0. So 10 to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So 10 to the power of 1 is equal to 10. So 10 to the power of 2 is equal to 100. 10 to the power of 3 is equal to 1000. So similarly 10 to the power of 4, 10 to the power of 5, 10 to the power of 6, 10 to the power of 7, 10 to the power of 8, 10 to the power of 9, gold 10 to the power of minus 1, silver 10 to the power of minus 2. Then it is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on. So then finally, so 10 to the power of minus 1, gold, it is a 5% error, silver 10% error, then no color 20% error. ಸೊ ಕಲರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಕಲರ್ಡ್ ರಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟೆಡ್ ಓವರ್ ದಟ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್, ಕಲರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. ಸೊ ನಾಳೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಲರ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತ್ರೀ ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್, 4 ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್, ದೆನ್ 5 ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೊ ಆನ್. ಸೊ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇವಾಗ 3 ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಾವು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಪೋಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ 1 2 then 3, 1 2 3, it is a 3 band color code register. Then 1 digit, 1 multiplier, 1 tolerance. So suppose 4 band color code registers idre, so again this is a register. So 1 2 3 and 4, 1 2 3 and 4. So it is a 4 band color code register. So 3 band color code registers iddaga 1 digit, 1 multiplier, 1 tolerance. Suppose 4 band color code registers iddaga 2 digit, 1 multiplier, 1 tolerance. Suppose 5 band color code registers iddaga 3 digits, 1 multiplier, 1 tolerance. Suppose ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇವಾಗ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಒಂದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸೊ ಬ್ರೌನ್, ರೆಡ್, ಆರೆಂಜ್, ದೆನ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಸಿಲ್ವರ್. ಸೊ 1 2 3 4 ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಲರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ, 4 ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ 4 ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್. ಸೊ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, 4 ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ತೊಗೋಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, 2 digit, 1 multiplier, 1 tolerance. So brown and red, it is a digit. Orange, it is a multiplier. Silver, it is a tolerance. So first brown digit ಏನಿದೆ, so you can write 1. Red, it is also digit, that is 2, so you can write 2. Orange, it is a multiplier, so that is into 10 to the power of 3. Then silver, plus or minus silver, so it is 10% error. So it is a 12 kilo ohm. Isn't it? ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸೊ ಕಲರ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೈ ಕಲರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಕಲರ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟೆಡ್ ಓವರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್, ಕಲರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್, ಈ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವೇನು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಥರ 3 ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ದೆನ್ 5 ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಕಲರ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಂಡಿಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕಲರ್ನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.